Hey everyone and welcome, my name is Jeff and today's video is actually sponsored by MTG Assistant. It's this little thing up here in the top left corner and I love this tool. It's from AetherHub, which you guys know I'm a huge fan of. And the really cool thing here is this is the deck we're going to be playing today. And I've been playing it in ranked for a while. And you can see my win-loss ratio since I started playing it. I have 13 wins, 12 losses. My last 6 losses all came right in a row. I was dominating with this deck. I would win 3, lose 1, win 3, lose 1 basically the entire time I was playing this deck. And then 6 losses in a row and it was just devastating. But so we're going to try to change our win rate of 52% to back up to winning like crazy and get my spot back in my rankings here. So you can see the rankings that are here. I'm right now number 33 in the teams, or anyone that has MTG Assistant I think all shows up on this. I'm not sure if it's Team AetherHub or that, but number 33 on this list at least, and we're going to try to get up to 20s, top 20s in this video, hopefully. And so this deck, I'm loving SIMIC Flash. I think it's a fantastic deck in general, but I wanted to add a few other things that worked well against the mono red format, basically adding the Gilded Goose. Some decks do use it already. A lot of times they opt for different types of ramp, but Gilded Goose adding the life gain as well, really important in this format right now. And the 2 copies of Wicked Wolf, which I've not seen played as much anymore, but it's actually really good. It has the indestructibility, which stops all the Shadow of the Skies, which is huge right now in the control formats. And so Wicked Wolf sometimes just ends games immediately if we have a few food tokens out in the battlefield at the same time. If not, against control, we're actually fairly favored just because of the amount of counter spells we have in this deck, the amount of just the tempo that we get to play against it. And so really we want to be able to survive against mono red, do our best to answer the things when we can. We have lots of counter spells for that as well. Brazen Borrower to bounce whatever is targeted by the by Ember Cleave or whatever, but overall this deck is good. So we're gonna go ahead and take it into the gameplay, see if we can improve our rankings and change our win percentage back up to a much higher percentage. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get to the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. All right, one of the things I love about MTG Assistant is we can just throw down all of our stuff here. It keeps track. It's a little bit small. If you guys are on a phone or whatever, it's going to be harder to see. But I love the size of this where it's not too in the way or whatever. We get to see how many more cards of each we have in our deck, the chances of drawing those. It's amazing. I'm really impressed by this. We have some card draw. We have some good things. This is a little bit slower of a hand, so up against mono red will be difficult, especially without actual blockers. But with the opt, I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Of course, we're up against mono red too. On the draw against mono red is just so difficult. Let's throw down the Thornwood Falls. I guess we need to scry and hit something good here. Gilded Goose is nice. We can go opt and goose next turn. Hopefully dig into something. Oh, man. This is the issue with the win rates. Is like I feel like I will play great against people. Actually, this is one issue. Is in standard best of 1. Going second is just devastating against mono red, against a lot of decks in general, but against mono red especially, it's just devastating. There's not much you can do about it. We're gonna hope to maybe draw into a Quench will be the best thing. Another Fervent Champion. Okay. Wow. All right. I don't know how you ever just beat this draw. I mean, we can block. I'm gonna opt. Yeah, the other targets. Okay, let's just opt here real quick. Frilled Mystic too slow. I mean, everything's too slow, and nothing will even come close to working here. Yeah, no blocks. We'll take it. So we're not just dead next turn. Brandborn Cutthroat would be good if these guys weren't all first strike as well. So we can bounce one, Cutthroat. We can just gain life. I think it's just over. I really don't think we can come back from that at any, I think we could stay alive 3 more turns. but then that game was definitely over after that. I love this too. Aether Hubs, the MTG system also just throw out random facts. So black is the most used colored in Brawl. And they'll choose a different format like every day. And so it's actually really cool, just the different things you'll see. Let's go ahead and see our deck here. This is, we won the coin flip, first and foremost. Amazing. We'll keep this. We have Brandborn Cutthroats. We're going to go a little bit more like aggressive, I guess, this time. I feel like the way that I decide to play changes so much based off what I have in my hand with this deck. Which is kind of fun. We'll probably just kill the Knight of the Even Legion, actually. I think it's... I guess maybe we can bounce it after it pumps itself another turn. We'll do that. Stormfist Crusador. I actually like the card draw here. Alright, Brainborn Cutthroat. We shock ourselves. I have a feeling we're probably just going to be bouncing this. But Sinister Sabotage might be worthwhile. I'm just worried that we're not... Shocking yourselves may not be a good way to go here. We'll do it. Shock ourselves past the turn. Might have needed to just swing in there as well. Land is great too. I love the card draw. I'm totally fine taking damage and drawing cards here. Shocks. That means they're not going to be throwing out the other stuff. It resolves, that's fine. They can still swing in for quite a bit here. They get in for 4 points altogether. Rhineborn and block is interesting. We have the Night Ambusher next turn. Okay, they didn't play anything. We'll go Rhineborn Cutthroat. Pass the turn. They have a shock again. Stompy, okay. Well, life total is getting pretty low. Past the turn. Down to 12. They're down to 18. Swings in. Let's see if they pump the Knight. I think we can take it here. I think getting out this Night Pack Ambusher and keeping it surviving is the most important thing. So just play out the Night Pack Ambusher. Hopefully they don't have removal for that. Unless they have double Bone Crusher Giant. Life gain is pretty nice here. Do we want to go for the Goose, though? Actually, wait. We don't want to play things instant speed, so we'll just play this out. Maybe the Brazen Borrower and Sinister Sabotage would have been better there. Pass the turn, get a good blocker for Knight of the Even Legion. This is the thing I love about Night Pack Ambusher. It's just a great blocker for the Knight of the Even Legion. Shocks her face. Okay. Just have a ton of burn here. Real possibility. Okay. That would have felt great to counter. This is fine. They get so much card draw. Down to 6. Yeah, I think the Fable Passage might have been better here. Knight of the Even Legion. I think bouncing the Knight is still the best thing to do. You know what? We'll block here. Make him pump. They don't get to play anything else once they do this, so we at least get value out of it. Right, I just need to play out the goose just to have life gain going on. I think we do. I think if we don't have that, we're in a lot of trouble. So grab a forest. Yeah, I think if we can't gain an extra 2 points of life, sometime in this game, it's going to be an issue. And this is better now than never. Pass the turn. We can flash and Brazen Borrower, counter something, and still gain life. One of those options. Knight of the Evil Legions are really annoying. Ingress Rampage. Let's go ahead and counter that. Yeah, we'll keep Brazen Borrower. That seems good. Seems very good here. Rotting Reggie. That's annoying. Knight of the Evil Legion, okay. This means they're not attacking this turn, though. We'll gain some life. Back up to 8. I think we just want the mana so that we can be creating food. Pass the turn. Discard and draw. They're keeping our hand full, which has been great. Spectral Sailor. All right, all right. I think we actually have a shot. If they don't have an answer for Gilded Goose, we have a shot here. All right, let's see. Attacks with everything. Okay, Rotting Reggie. Okay, we block. So I think that they're trying to pump one Knight of the Evil Legion completely. I think we block like this, though. We at least get to kill a Knight of the Evil Legion this way. I should have at least put one in front of the other one. Alright, blocks to kill the wolf. Interesting. Doesn't go for the kill. Very, very interesting. Bouncing something is... I'm debating if I want to bounce the Rotting Regisaur instead, though. I mean, if we bounce Knight of the Evil Legion, they can play it with 1 mana. If we bounce Rotting Regisaur, it takes all the rest of their mana to cast it. So they pump here. Okay, yeah. It makes sense. That means they don't get Rotting Regisaur for the next turn. It's fine. We dropped to 3, which is not fine, but we can at least handle this. Okay, create some food tokens. Let's go ahead and activate this. Grab an island. And I think it's... just a Brazen Borrower. Okay, Temple of Mystery. To the bottom. I mean, this guy can't block anything anyway, so we swing with Brazen Borrower. And now we're in survival mode completely and totally. Pass the turn. We have 2 wolves to block these guys each turn. Hopefully that's enough. We can flash in other things. I'm gonna go ahead and sack a food now. I'm just worried about them being able to shock us out if we don't do it now. I mean, technically we can create another food and do stuff, but anyway, it's just a little bit too sturdy right there. Rhineborn Cutthroat is sweet. Proxa. Okay. We have to drop something. It's not a land, so I guess it's just Spectral Sailor. We can still Cutthroat and Sinister Sabotage. It sacrifices. I'm assuming they're going to bring it back this turn. Maybe not. It looks like they're doing it right now. Okay, perfect. That means they have no mana left, really. Alright, so we can bring out Brineborn Cutthroat and then counter. Alright, sweet. We have another good blocker. Definitely to the graveyard. I don't have enough mana. Oh, man. We didn't leave ourselves any chance to create a food there. But they pass. We have a shot. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, Fatal Passage. Attack with Brazen Borrower. Pass the turn, create a wolf. I think we're gonna close this out, but it's really close here. I resolve. Down to 4! Down to 4. Oh, it's bad. They can't really Croxa this turn. They might be able to do it after attacking. Okay, swings in. Putting it on the Knight of the Even Legions? Interesting. Okay, let's bring out Spectral Sailor. The real issue is a Stormfist Crusader. The Crusador. Okay, so let's go to blocks. One here. One here. Block. Block. Block there. Block there. Keep our Nightpack Ambusher around. Yeah, I think this is how we do it. Block like that. I'm guessing Embercleave. Okay, Embercleave. We counter. And Form Soups it up. Whew! Oh my goodness, that was terrifying. All right, we did get the win though. And man. Oh, that's good. All right, so 1 loss, 1 win. We're 14 and 13 with this deck so far. I'm trying to improve it though. I want at least a few more. In fact, we made it worse technically by doing that. We're closer to 50% now. So we need a win. We need 2 more here. Almomo, bring it on, Almomo. And okay, This isn't an amazing hand, but we have opt. Actually, I'd like to have more blue mana, but I can. We're on the play, so this is a little bit better. If we were on the draw, I would ship this, but on the play, Temple of Mystery, we get to hopefully dig for land, Brineborn Cutthroat, and then hopefully we go land Brineborn Opt. Oh, that's an awkward land. Is that good enough? Is that just too slow? Let's see. We have 2 more draws to really be okay with this. We Brightborn here. Hopefully on the next turn we can draw another card. It's a bit better. All right, up against Simic Ramp so far. We'll see if it's Sultai or not. I am going to get down the Brineborn Cutthroat though. I'd rather get the body out. Quench would have been so beautiful there. Doesn't hit land. Land. Well, the ramp is good here, especially if it gets us to Nissa for the next turn. Definitely worthwhile. We'll go ahead and sack this now. Pass the turn. Brineborn just gets blocked here by Grazer. It's only if it's on our turn. Thassa Deep Drilling. Man, all of these things that we would have loved to have counters for. We happen to be playing this stuff that doesn't have counters. Brazen Borrower. It's not a land. We really want to get to just Nissa now, I think. I think that's our best shot, is just Nissa for the win. Yeah, Risen Reefs again. That's bad. Alright, we got land. We got land. We're good. We got land. So we Nissa. I have a feeling that being able to counter the next thing might have been better though.
I protect that which cannot protect
Alright.
itself.
Let's untap. I think just island here. Yeah, just the island.
Rise, my elemental friend.
We get the opt on the next turn. Swing in for 6. I mean, Nissa is something they're gonna definitely have to deal with. As long as we can win before they get to like Agent of Treachery, we have a shot. Or if we can just counter the Agent of Treachery, then we're good. And we're gonna be putting lots of threats on the board these next couple turns. Double Risen Reef to get so many triggers with this. Hopefully no lands in hand, they just can't play much else. Doesn't hit lands. That means there's a ton of action in hand though. Plays a land. Healer of the Glade. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's so good. It's very bad for us. They gotta gain it again with Thassa. Ah! Oh gosh, I just tapped down. We don't have a blocker. Nissa's gonna get hit. And being able to keep her alive actually would have been very nice for us. Oh, it was on the end step. Never mind. I'm good. We're good. Wicked Wolf is actually really nice here. I think we're gonna want to hold up Frilled Mystic. Probably. They have an unsummon. Oh, they have to discard. Right. They've had so many lands. To the bottom. I can't Wicked Wolf and hold up the Frilled Mystic, but getting rid of a Risen Reef is just, I think, necessary at this point. They don't have enough mana for Agent of Treachery, which is the main thing that we're like, okay, that would be very bad. Everything else, there are some things that would be very bad besides that, I guess. We can still Brineborn Cutthroat Frilled Mystic on the next turn. Let's go ahead and swing in, I guess.
Harness the elements.
Oh, it is? How about that? Maybe I could have used the Forest Price. Opponent's just scooping. I actually thought they were in the lead at that point, but we'll take it. Maybe we were just playing slow enough. That's the trick, guys. Just play slow enough that they're just gonna scoop. I was playing slow, but I mean, we had things to think about. We didn't even get to the rope, I don't think so. I mean, we're good. Most used traditional standard cards. Fabled Passage #1, Castle Vantress #2, all the lands. I wish they would kind of exclude lands in that, just so we could get a better list of them. Brazen Borrower is good. I love everything else. On the play, this is better than if we were on the draw. I actually really like our land base. So with a Scry, yeah. Spectral Sailor. We could probably hit something better than Spectral Sailor at this point. The card draw is nice, but I feel like I'd rather have like a Quench or something else. Even the 5th land isn't terrible here. Okay, now that looks so much better. I would much rather have the Spectral Sailor. Double Brazen Borrower is sweet here, though. We'll see if they go attacking before anything else here. Okay, Steamkin. I think I'd rather just be bouncing the Steamkin. Yeah, I think we just bounce now. Bounce the Steamkin. Breeding Pool tapped. Pass the turn, do it again. The next turn we get the Night Pack Ambusher. Another Scorch Spitter. Bounce Steamkin again. Love it so much. And now we can start doing Filled Mystic sort of things. Ooh, and the Brazen Borrower. Or Brineborn Cutthroat. Let's go Fabled Passage. We can thin out our deck a little bit at this point. Pass the turn. Yeah, let's go ahead and counter that. If that's all they're playing for this turn, I mean, they might be able to play land in another one, but that's not terrible for us. Let's see, we have another island in hand, so we'll go for Forest. Because we're playing one copy of Nissa in the deck, which is not typically played in this either, it's nice to be able to get the Forest out occasionally. Okay, so they have the shock. This is fine. We're going to take 4, which is a lot. Yeah, take action. Down to 12. And hopefully we can just keep this Night Pack Ambusher alive. I think if we do, we win. If we don't, it'll be a struggle. 10 Street Dodger. Oh, so this is a Cavalcade of Calamity deck. Alright, so Night Pack Ambusher, goo. If they have double shock, not much we can do about that. At least it's going here and not at our face. So block a Scorch Spitter. They have the Embercleave? Wow. There's also not too much we can do about that. Dang it. Down to 8. Ugh. Oh, bother. Maybe I should have prioritized Night Pack Ambusher on the other turn. Do they not have land to equip? Oh, they forgot the equip. Okay, sweet. Alright, swings in. Resolve. Brineborn Cutthroat. Let's see if they pay for 10 Street Dodger now. Actually, I think that we still... Actually, we have to block the Dodger while we can. Brazen Borrower, pump him. Well, they've had everything. Opt is at least nice. Yeah, I guess. No, I mean, it's better to grab the op than that. I believe that's just game. These guys can't block. So... swing in, die to equip to steal Steamkin. See if they actually equip this time, if they remember to. Yeah, good game. Oh, the balderdash. That was brutal. All right, one more game. Here we go. See, this is the issue, is that red deck wins is just everything in this format right now. And it's kind of annoying. That's why we're trying to play a little bit, like, SIMIC Flash isn't even on here right now. Maybe Bant Control kind of covers that a bit, but I think this is an okay thing to be playing right now. On the draw, okay, we'll keep it. I like the quenches. Okay, they're starting slower. That's nice. If this is Fires of Invention, quenches here are so good. All right, keep land. We like it. We dig it. I love it greatly. Shocks themselves. Birth and Militus. That's fine. All right. I think with this hand especially, just a million counter spells, we should be favored against this deck. Go for Teferi. Do what I dare you. Okay, we'll quench. I'm hoping we can quench something here. Yeah, I guess we can keep land. You know, we have a few turns to draw into stuff. Hopefully we just hit more action and then we'll find lands along the way. Gain some life. I think anything at 2 mana we're fine not countering here. It's the stuff at 3 and 4 mana that we're actually worried about. So still a pretty good chance we can quench something good here, like another Teferi. Okay, we get that. And now I don't see how they come back from this hand here. And we have the Nightpack Ambusher. Oh, man. Yep. This is so good. Go for your Fires of Invention. Or anything. We'll just counter it. Dude, I feel bad being the Nope deck, but, you know, every once in a while, it does just feel good, you know? Narset means we can't draw cards. I think I'm actually okay with this. I'd rather, like, if it was a choice between Nightpack Ambusher or counting this and that, and being able to get this out, I'd rather get this out here. Moment of the Sea, okay, perfect. Hopefully they don't have a quench. This deck, typically when they're playing Fires of Invention, they won't have instant speed stuff, really. Okay, we will swing at Narset just to, because it's a more guaranteed chance they'll actually block the wall here, that way. There we go. I am going to shock in this Breeding Pool past the turn. This way we get Brineborn and the Sinister Sabotage.
Fury will adjust.
So they're going to be looking for a Shatter the Skies or something like that. We should be able to close out this game just in a couple of turns. What you got? You're playing a bunch of expensive things. All your cheap things don't really matter. The worst case scenario is that they can find a Deafening Clarion, like double Deafening Clarion. That would be pretty devastating. Shocks themselves. Only 1 red mana right now, so we know that that's not happening. They have wishes. You know what? We just came to play stuff, so let's go ahead and play out the Brainworm Cutthroat. If they want to counter the Sinister Sabotage to get something, I think it's fine. To get another Omen of the Sea, we have 2 counter spells in hand. I think we put the other one to the bottom. Without another land, I'd rather just be playing these guys out. There's some other better things we can run into, like even another Nightpack Amateur to get out of Deafening Clarion range would be pretty sweet. Now we just throw everything at face. 10 points of damage next turn. We have lethal in the turn after that. Pretty much guaranteed. Okay, Birth of Meletis. Alright, so now they have a blocker for the next turn. I think we still will be able to, with these Frilled Mystics, we should be able to have enough. Alright, swing everything at face. We don't care about Narset at all. Down to 11 past the turn. Another Wolf. Plays the land. So Deafening Clarion is the thing we're scared of. I guess if they play Fires of Invention, we let it resolve here, because it doesn't affect us. We counter the second thing they cast, which, if it's a Deafening Clarion, would destroy us. Chandra can't be countered. Yeah, that's good. I guess I should have stopped.
You look flammable enough.
Did they almost pass their turn?
If you want to fight, you got it.
Okay.
Make some more room to fight in.
Chandra is very, very annoying. I don't think that we throw out our stuff that can counter things, though. I mean, the extra damages can do doesn't matter that much. Actually, to kill Chandra, yeah, I guess we kill Chandra here. Oh, and we drew another one. Oh my gosh, we are drawing so well. Kill Chandra. This means they don't block with the wall, which is annoying, but whatever. Okay, pass the turn. If we let them fire that off again, that would have been terrible. 2 more Frilled Mystics. Oh man. I think we did put a Castle Vantress to the bottom at some point, which we're going to probably run dry at some point. Deafening Clarion after this would be devastating. Or another one. Oh gosh, they can have another one. Owner of the Sea, digging for what? Didn't keep their white mana available, so they don't have Dovin's Veto. Which is the only other thing I can think of. I hate that there's a decline and take action option there. I think we have lethal if we bounce here. 9, yeah, so bounce. Swing in for the victory. There we go. Alright. That one turned out being a little bit scarier than we thought. The Chandra was brutal, but we pulled it off. So there we go. Not too shabby at all. Stayed around 95%. I'm not sure if the decks, the win rate and everything updates that often. But we can go check out our stats again. So let's check out the deck first. Here. Simic Flash, I think, is good. We didn't get to see the food side of it as much as I was hoping for. But I mean, it's just a good deck. I mean, that is kind of just a little extra thing we threw in there as well. But 16 wins, 14 losses, 53%. We actually went down a little bit, I think. But loss, win-win, loss-win. I think that if I win again, hopefully I can get the win-win, loss type of thing. That would be amazing. That would be a really, really good win rate if you could do that with Simic Flash. I think there's some weaknesses. Part of it is going, if you draw against mono red, it's just so hard to do. Anyway, I hope you guys check out this MTG Assistant. I'll have the link down in the description below, so you guys can check that out if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.